The Iran nuclear deal will provide $1.8 billion of assets for Iran that the U.S. will transfer back to Iran, 400 million of which was just delivered in a cargo plane that's now become infamous from Donald Trump and the rest of it. Can you sit here right now and guarantee, can you guarantee that none of that money will end up financing Hamas, Hezbollah, the Taliban in strikes against Israel? Will not that money end up hurting Israelis and possibly American soldiers in the Middle East as well?
I mean, forgive me for correcting you, but the $400 million was the result of a court case that unfortunately the United States lost and that we were required to return by the courts to Iran. That had nothing to do with the Iran
deal. Still the $1.8 billion.
It's what it is that those were monies that were Iran's monies, and that they were not allowed access to as a result of the sanctions being levied to make sure that we could keep them from becoming a nuclear state. The Iran deal allowed the release of those funds, and Iran, since the finality of the agreement, has been fully compliant. I wanted to make sure in voting for that Iran deal, which I spent more time researching and sat in the White House situation room, met with our ambassadors in the P5+1 countries, and made sure that I knew that agreement and understood it backwards and forwards, that we put Iran from being 2 to 3 months from nuclear breakout to now 15, 20, and 25 months.
Can you guarantee that that money, that $1.8 billion that's part of the Iran deal, won't be used to finance terror against Israel?
What we know is that But
can you guarantee it?
You can never guarantee anything, Jim. But no, you may not. What we need to do is make sure that we continue to strongly watch over and make sure that agreement remains fully implemented, which it has. Iran has been fully compliant, and now they are nearly 25 years from breakout. And what we also have to make sure now is that we can turn our attention, and what the Iran deal has allowed us to do is turn our attention to going after Iran for their terrorist activity, for making sure we crack down on sanctions when they engage in their ballistic missile violations.